Okay guys, straight to the topic. You know how in math they have limits for things with mass, like the speed of light, how small things can get, etc. Where I noticed something. Size, specifically the limit of how big things can get with mass, is constantly underestimated and overlooked, and I don't think there's an actual official system for it. So I kind of made my own, okay? This is it. Pause if you want to read it. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Date 4/3/26. Time 11:42. So this is the form. This is the symbol that's going to represent it. Okay. This represents the universal huge limit, how far things can get before it doesn't have enough compression for atoms to stabilize or molecules to hold together, therefore it implodes. Implode is basically the complete opposite of explosion. It violently goes inwards, creating a black hole. Anyways, basically, let me sit down. Okay, so basically, here's the thing. We know, let's say we have a car going 100 miles per hour. That might be the physical limit of how fast the car can go to, but that's not how fast the universal limit is. Similar to how a balloon can only get 3 inches big, but that's not the universal limit. So, but there's a issue. From how complicated the universal limit is, the math, it's almost impossible. Almost though. Because just like we did for the speed of light, and the smallest size for things, we can use math, okay? It's just that things are more harder to do since things are more complicated at the higher size rate. But this rule has 2 exceptions. Number 1, if something has no mass whatsoever, it can stretch infinitely. Number 2, a black hole is the only thing with mass that could break this rule. Now this is because this rule only applies to things with mass. However, a black hole already imploded, and it's scientifically proven that black holes can get bigger from anything it absorbs, right? This would mean it would naturally eventually go bigger, but that's the only exception though, because again, it's a black hole. It breaks a lot of principles. Example, it's one of the only things in nature that could naturally trap light without light escaping. It's a rule breaker. But some of you might argue in the comments, oh, but the universe does have mass. What do you mean? True, the internet says the universe mass is 10 to the power 25. However, there's a thing though. If we remove everything inside of the universe, I'm talking about stars, galaxies, black holes, neutron stars, planets, everything, we'll be left with space-time, and space-time has no mass. Therefore, the universe, right, it can extend infinitely because the universe itself has no mass. These things inside of it do have mass. 2 different things between container and what's inside of the container. So yeah, I'm just making this video so I can have received all copyrights if this does go famous, and yeah, bye.